Good day, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. It has been a while since I've uploaded. I've taken a bit of a break from uploading on YouTube for about 3 weeks. Just needed, some time to myself. Had a lot going on, so now I've decided what better time to make a complete garage update, get all the cars out together. I've got all 9 vehicles out. You can see them all out. There's a Patrol doing work to her and all the other cars. Patrol's engine on the floor. So with everything that's been going on lately, I am going to be moving in about a month's time. I'm going to be doing a video on that soon. Not going to give too much away at this point in time. Had a bin skip on the weekend and just threw out so much shit. So now is a good time to get all the cars out and do an update on everything that I'm going to be doing to the cars. So I'll get right into it and we'll start with the least exciting vehicle that a lot of you probably don't know about, and a lot of new viewers since I last did an update. So sorry if there's grinding in the background. A lot of my viewers will know that every time I start to film, someone mows the lawns, starts to grind, starts to cut something, chainsaw, whatever, every time I film. But then when I'm not filming and I'm working cars on my own, no noise. So this is my 99 XR, this is my daily. So this is a 99 GLX twin cam XL. It's automatic. It's got a shortened air intake with a pod filter on it. It's got the X3 silver top motor, so the most powerful motor they came with, and it sounds off its head. So this is my little daily driver. Had it in my family since brand new, and now it's mine. You see the paint's pretty fucked on it. I want to eventually wrap it. It's just on chop springs at the moment, and intake, so that's my little daily. Good on fuel, drive it everywhere and drive it hard too. And yeah, she's been sweet. And yeah, it's been my daily ever since I've had my license in 2014. Love this car to bits. So I might do some things to it in the channel. Maybe eventually when I retire it, I'll probably turbo it, turn it into an XL race car, who knows. But I do love my XLs, guys. Always have been into them, so great cars. If you want to see it in the channel more, let me know. Over here is the holy grail of motor vehicles, mighty AU Falcon. So for any viewers that are new to the channel, this is my budget drift car. So this is going to be the most budget drift car you can possibly think of. So for now it's automatic. I'm going to be doing manual, and we'll have all the rear interior out of it. It's actually a very clean Fairmont. Got it for 800 bucks. You can see we're at the moment we've got rated grids on the front of it with some big camber, and that's the back of it. So pretty clean car. So I need to do twin calipers for the hydro, still got to do cage and some other stuff. So I'm going to do one event automatic, and then after that we're going to manual convert it. So I want to see how it drives auto and see if we can do it. I still got to weld the diff as well. But yeah, we're going to turn this into a drift car, skirts and everything coming for it. So it's going to be a fun little project. This is like a budget friendly project. Don't have to throw so much money at it, unlike the other JDM cars. This is actually one I'm most excited for, to be honest. It's funny, isn't it? Over here we got one of my favorite cars of all time, and one of the cars that sort of a pinch myself every time I drive it. This is my R32 1992 R32 GDST. It's got an RB25 in it. It's got R33 brakes, R33 GDR wheels on it, and it's the first car actually built on my own. My first car, the 180 over there, I built with my old man. This is the first car I did entirely on my own. So everything from swapping the engine over to paint work and electrical, everything. This is my baby. So plans for this car, where pretty much I really want to take it off the road and do head studs and gasket so I can put some more power into it. But at the same time, it is a turnkey car. It just goes. It's just one of those cars where it just, you turn the key and drive it. I love that because it's just easy. So I don't want to take it off the road for no reason if I don't have to. But this car is definitely one of my favorites. Just the looks, the way it drives, the looks you get when you're driving it. People love it. The kids in the neighborhood all love it. They come up to it and it's like a little celebrity. So one of my favorite cars, and yeah, we're going to put some big power into it. Hopefully I want to start on it this year. That'll be great, but for now it just drives. It goes, it drifts really good. It's still got decent power with the RB25 in it. So yeah, hopefully soon we'll do some things to her. And over here we have a car that I don't really show much on the channel because I haven't done much to it. This is my 1968 XR Falcon, Ford XR Falcon 500. And I bought this about 2.5 years ago, just before COVID. I think it was right just before COVID I bought this car. And me and the missus went Harvey's in it because we wanted to have a project between the two of us. And I wanted to sort of teach her the basics. Is, the best car to learn on is a nice 70s car. Big panels, easy interior, easy to assemble. So I got this for us too. I'll try and open this bonnet without getting a hernia. Oh, there we are. So in here we have it's pretty basic, but just a 351 chilling in there. That's what I'm going to run in it eventually when it's ready to be driven. There's not much else in here. We still got to get all the accessories. There is a lot of rust in this car as always, so it's going to be a nice car to learn some patch panels on. I've been talking to another YouTuber by the name of Automotive Carnage, Donald from Automotive Carnage. If you haven't checked his channel out, go check it out. It's a great channel. It's my favorite Australian channel. He just goes bush hunting wrecks out in Western Australia, and he's actually a really cool dude. I speak to him all the time. He's a legend. So I've been speaking to him. He has a couple of XRs. He wants to do some rust cuts for me, so I've got to send him some photos because my sill panels are gone. You can have a look under there. You can see the seals are gone. Pretty normal in these cars. See how bad it is. I mean, every car can be fixed, and obviously this car requires a lot of time. So hopefully soon I'm going to drag it out of its hidey hole. It's been here for 2 years, and I'm going to drag it out and actually start on this car. And it's still got really nice chrome on it, even on the side and the rear. Got the old boot lid for it in here. Got a new boot lid on it. It's nice and straight. Just needs another bonnet because it had a hole cut in it. But yeah, this is it's going to be a long-term project. But a lot of you were actually keen to see it, so I'm going to drag it out soon and do a better in-depth, you know, start a list on it, and maybe start. I've got a welder now, so I'll start attacking some panels on it. So coming over here is another one of my favorite cars. It's a bit dirty at the moment because it's been under a car cover, but it's my R31, my beloved R31. So I've had this car for nearly 10 years now, and it is always putting a smile on my face. I know a lot of you really love this car, and a lot of you that know it's pretty much track orientated. It's got twin calipers, it's got cage in it, it's got a hydro. Yeah, I've sort of taken it off the drifting sort of world and put it back onto it as a street drifting car, because I'm just, you know, I don't want to smash it at the track, and it means a lot to me. It's very sentimental. You can see the front lips off it. Usually it's got a front lip, but I did split that into 3 pieces the last track day, so I'll be ordering another R31 house lip for it when I move out, because my driveway won't be as gnarly, because this driveway has hectic angle down there. But yeah, so she's going to be getting some love soon, and I have a lot of turbo things in the garage for her, so I've just got to collect a couple more things, and then we'll start a little turbo series on it. One thing I've been wanting to do ever since I've owned the car nearly 10 years is to boost it, and she really deserves it, the old girl. We'll see. Hopefully soon, guys. Like I said, with everything that's been going on and moving and stuff, might have to be put on hold. If not, maybe get some more sponsors on the channel to help us out. Now, big Bertha, big Betsy Bertha over here. Now, you're probably wondering, why the hell is the engine sitting on the floor? Now, I'm in the middle of filming the video on this because I haven't uploaded it yet. So before, you guys would have seen me literally just fix it. So I'll quickly run down what happened before everyone loses their marbles. So the clutch completely went on it. I bled the master and the slave a few times, and nothing was happening. So you put it into gear with the clutch in, and you start smelling clutch. So the clutch was starting to engage with the clutch full to the floor. It was making a horrible noise inside the bell housing. So I took it all apart. It was easier to pull the motor out of these than the actual gearbox. I found that out the hard way last time. So if we open the bonnet without getting a hemorrhage, nothing in there, just a gearbox. So the LS is sitting here. I've always wanted to give this engine a nice clean up and overhaul. So I'm going to give it a nice clean up. I was going to do some engine work to it, but it's just not really feasible because I haven't really got anywhere to put the motor. I don't want it in the way because I can't get the 180 out. So I'm just going to freshen it up, put some good new things on it while it's out. One big reason why I wanted the engine out too was because the rear main seal went. So I'm going to put a new rear main in it. The clutch is actually fine. So far it seems to be the actual fork. So I'm going to get a new pivot ball, fork, spring. Everything inside the bell housing is going to be new. The clutch is still very brand new. There's our blue steel flywheel. It's still in good nick. So the clutch was brand new, we put it in. So there's nothing wrong with that. So I just want to make sure everything inside the bell housing is all replaced, brand new stuff. That way if anything goes wrong, it'll be on the outside like the slave or the master. But I've ordered new slave, master and thrust bearing. Everything I'm going to replace, put the engine back in, but I'm going to freshen it up. I'm going to wrap the exhaust headers. I'm going to redo all the loom in there, redo all the wiring, clean everything up. So future plans for this, obviously you guys know I want to supercharge it with a Harrop or something eventually. But you'll see in the next video we're filming with this car, what we're doing with it. Another project. Woohoo! All right, and now here's my high school sweetheart. So you guys know this is my first car, my 180sx turbo. It's got a forged SR20 DET in it with a S15 ball bearing turbo. Makes about 179 kilowatts because I made this power when I was on my P plates when I couldn't drive the car legally. Yeah, this is my car I purchased in 2012, November 18th, 2012, and it's my high school sweetheart. So at the moment she's been used as a shelf for the LS, so don't worry about that. Most cars that are sitting in the garage will be used as a shelf. This is another car where I can just turn the key and drive it and just enjoy it. But yeah, I do drive this car a lot actually, off camera. I do really care about this car. I look after her, and I do love this car dearly. It's my baby. Another thing I want to do is that eventually I want to do like a high mount turbo setup because the engine's built for it. So I want to actually let this thing stretch its leg a little bit and use that engine. So yeah, so this is not much else happening with the 180. It's one of those cars I just drive on the road and just enjoy. But if you want to see it more on the channel, let me know. I actually did a video recently putting a short shifter in it from Cube Speed. So actually I'm wearing a t-shirt now, believe it or not. And look, there's a cheeky $100,000 shelf just chilling there. So this is my 92 FD Series 6 Australian delivered. They made just over 400 of these, I'm pretty sure, and they made only 26 in black. So it's a pretty rare car, and Australian delivered, as it has the panel sunroof. So we got the panel sunroof there. We got a broken piece of axle leaking oil onto it. I really got to clean this car up. So what I'm waiting for in this car, you can see the headlight doesn't sit in there properly because the radiator support is shifted over. So the guy I bought it off reversed into it with a forklift or something at the shop, hence why I got it very cheap. So the radiator support is slightly tweaked to the passenger side. So I need to bring it back. But the problem I'm having at the moment is I cannot find a radiator support for it. Now I can get one from Japan, but it's going to be a few months, up to 6 month wait possibly. So I've been hunting around trying to find a straight radiator support, because we're going to unstitch the radiator support on this one, put it on a rack, straighten it out. My mate David wants to do it, and then line it all up. That's the only reason I put this build off, because if you look in the back of the car, there is boxes and boxes just filled up in the boot of brand new parts that I've ordered for it. Once I find a radiator support, put it in. The engine's sitting over the back there. I've got a single turbo just sitting on it. Gotta go amongst all the mess. So there's a turbo just sitting on it. There's a 13B for it. Yeah, she's just sitting here being a typical project car. A lot of you probably haven't seen this. This is my 2010 WR450F. We bought this brand new from Evolution Yamaha back in the day. Still pretty much brand new. It's just sitting there. This is my little pit bike. My little $150 marketplace pit bike that I ride all the time. And my mountain bikes. I love mountain biking. So some more toys. And then yeah, and the RX-7 is being used as a shelf. I have been filming bits and pieces for this, but soon I want to drag it out and start finishing the primer work on it, as well as doing the front rad support. Once the rad support's done, we can sit the engine gearbox in there. First we'll do the engine bay, sit the engine gearbox in, and then start bolting everything around it. I cannot wait for that. Yeah, this is my dream car since I was a little kid, guys. So it's a pinch myself moment to know that it's sitting in my garage, let alone knowing that I could actually drive it. And that'll be the goal. Now, last car is the mighty VL. So this is the VL Commodore we're doing the LS conversion on. So we're doing like an SS VL that would be like in the early 2000s. So like a later model SS VL. What it would be like if it was manufactured with an LS engine in it. So we're doing an LS1, and we're going to be doing an LS turbo in this. So this is the car I really want, you know, to make. I'd love to make 1,000 horsepower. Obviously, at this point in time, it's going to be hard with a stock LS turbo. You know, a lot of guys are pushing, you know, 600 to 700 kilowatts out of these with LS turbos. 800 kilowatt would be awesome. First, I'm going to have it just, you know, so it's nice and easy to be engineered, because obviously I want to drive on the street. Put that bonnet down because it's fucking heavy. And last video we put all the upgraded VT and VZ front brake conversion in it, so it's got bigger brakes now. Just smells like the 80s in there. So yeah, next thing we're going to do is we're going to order the Tough Dog mount kit, so I can actually bolt the LS into it, pull the engine out and start doing the engine bay, because I want to get that all ready and get that into primer and then work out the colour. Now this car is going to be going in Marinello red, so it's going to be like the lighter red than the burgundy. I'm not a fan of the burgundy, so it'll be sort of similar to the Skyline colour. It'll be like, yeah, Marinello red VL colour. Then we'll be doing the bars in silver. The bottom will be red still with the skirts, but all the trims will be silver, and then obviously the chrome door handles and trims, all that stuff. So it's gonna look nice. But yeah, with the LS in it, should go hard. T56 manual, so that'll be fun. And just have something, yeah, can putt around in and put a foot down and have it scare the shit out of me. That'll be the goal. So yeah, you can see it's just a sea of financial mistakes around me. But cars I've collected over years and years, guys. Like, these cars were cheap when I got them. Yeah, I just decided to hold on to the ones that mattered. I've had a lot of cars in my life, but held on to the ones that matter. Cars like these two, you know, they're cars that just really make me very, very, very appreciative of what I have, because the prices they're going for now, you really need to take out a loan to have one of these, which is unreal. I'll go over each car and tell you exactly what I paid for it, and you let me know what you think. So the XL, we got it for free, because I got that passed down to me. The AU, that was 800 bucks. The 32, that was 3,500 in 2015 with Rego on it. Obviously it didn't look like this, it was stock. But yeah, 3.5 grand got you a stock 32 with Reg in 2015. This one I paid 1,500 for. Pretty good compared to, like, you know, nice ones going for about 70k. 31 we paid 1,200 bucks for in 2012. That was with, and the guy offered actually to have it, because this car used to be turbo. He wanted to sell it to me turbo for, I think it was 1,800, but it was too expensive for me at the time, so I got it for 1,200 NA. This beast I bought off my mate for 5 grand, engineered LS, so that was a pretty good deal. The 180 we paid, I think it was 1,100 off eBay in 2012. Just, yeah, bidded on it. I was actually bidding on 3 cars when I bought this car. It was one was a white 33 turbo auto. There was another turbo R31, it was a white one. And then this one was the third bid. And I lost the 33. I lost the 31 because they went for about 1,500 each, I think, and then I ended up winning this for 1,100. The RX-7 we paid 10 grand for with the gearbox. That's not even a gearbox, that's a Nissan gearbox. The other gearbox is inside of it. Paid 10 grand for it, and we paid 3 for the engine, so we're in it for about 13k. The VL, I had a C34 Stagiair, which I swapped for this, and the Stagiair I paid 1,400 bucks for, so let's say 1,400 bucks got me the VL. What a time to be alive in those years. Times changed, guys, but we've got to get with the times, unfortunately. They go up, and you know, I hate it because, like, parts go up, parts are so expensive now. I used to buy, you know, diffs, gearboxes for slabs of beer. Now it's just like people want so much money for everything, you know, gearboxes, engines, engine prices are unreal. Used to buy an RB25 Neo for, you know, $600-700, but oh well, that's a rant for another day. I will leave it here, guys. If you have any more questions, ask me in the comment section. Hopefully soon there's going to be some new scenery, so we won't have everything so cramped up like this. I mean, we got the room, but it's just, yeah, they have to move like 3 cars out to get one out. Thank you to everyone for sticking around, and I hope you enjoyed this little rundown video. I think another video I want to do is like a cost breakdown on each car, what it cost me to what it's up to now. I think that might be cool. These are little videos I can just film in the meantime when I'm not doing any work to the cars, keep the content flowing, of course. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, guys. Appreciate you watching, as always. I'm a channel that I never really advertise, or I don't put myself out there a lot. I never really ask for it, but if you do like what I have to offer, please consider subscribing. It helps me a lot. And hit the like button, turn notifications, all that stuff. I never really ask for that in any videos, but you know, sometimes just got to remind you guys. Take it easy. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.